Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with JB Aaron.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Okay, so you have a great voice, and I'm so excited that I get to talk to you. But I want to talk to you about where you're from. You were born in Niagara Falls, New
Born
York.
and raised there, yep.
So, and you're a country artist, and I just got, lately there seems to be this trend where I'm talking to a lot of country artists who are coming out of New York and New Jersey, and I'm just like, wow, I'm sort of floored by it because it's not what you would expect. So I want to know, like, were your family and friends growing up, were you just all about country music from the beginning, or did that start later in life?
I kind of like slowly developed into country music. When I was younger, I grew up on oldies music, 50s, 60s, classics, Broadway tunes, and blues. My father was a huge blues fan.
Mm-hmm.
And, through the years growing up, I used to be in musicals and stuff like that and doing all this other stuff when I was a kid. And, my mother dressed me in these funny clothes. But as I, got older, I started hanging out, with some friends. We went to some of these local lounges and establishments, and we were doing karaoke. And I started singing these country songs. And then I started doing Elvis impersonations.
Oh, awesome.
For a little while. Oh, yeah. So I lived in Vegas for 2 years and went out and did that, had some fun, and all the old ladies dug it. It was cool.
Oh, that is so awesome. I have to say, Elvis, the fact that you just brought him up right now, I was just talking to the Center Stage co-founder, and we were just talking about Elvis. So this is great for me. Anyways, go ahead.
I'll tell you, I had a great time, and I learned a lot about him. And a good buddy of mine up here, he does it, and he's done a lot of stuff on the road. But when I started doing country music karaoke, I sang more and more, and I'm thinking, man, I really like this genre of music, and I like the way it sounds. I like the style of the different singers, and I think the two people that actually got me into country music was Garth Brooks and Ronnie Dunn.
Oh,
yes. Just like super, super great guys and really good performers. And I love a lot of them that are out there now. But, I found country music to be where my heart's at. And that's basically where I went.
Oh, that's great. Now, I know you've also opened for some really, really amazing artists, some really great talent, spanning from, Wade Hayes, Miranda Lambert, Cowboy Troy. How has that been for you?
That's been awesome. It's really an honor to get to meet those guys and just, rub elbows and tell stories and share thoughts and ideas and just see how they are adapting with the music and how do they pursue their career and what are some of their ideas that they have. And it's just really cool. And watching them develop that plan and their journey is just, it's incredible. And then you're able to, share the stage with them and just enjoy the moment as it is.
Right. Well, and when you get to know these artists as people, not just artists, it's pretty spectacular because I think that fans, they have this idea of who these artists are and they're famous and they're this and they're that, but there's so much more to them. They're people. And
that's where it comes down to being humble and being you always stay grounded.
Right.
And we are just people, whether we're George Strait or we're just me, just starting out, we're just people.
Right.
And it's just we're out there to do one thing. We're out there to make people smile. We're out there to share our talents, to bring our music to people and just hope everybody has a good time. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely. And, I want to talk a little bit about your involvement with, some of these great causes that you've been a part of because, Center Stage Magazine, first of all, we are all about, supporting new and upcoming artists. We're about supporting, the artists that have already been out there doing things and, of course, special causes. And, next week, I'm not sure if you know about it, but Wade Hayes is actually doing the Country Hits Back concert, and it's a benefit for Vanderbilt.
Wow.
Yeah, and Miranda Lambert's actually going to be playing. So when I saw that you were,
Yeah.
you know, that you would open for both of them, and Wade is a huge friend of the magazine. I mean, you know, we all love Wade, and
He's
so
a great guy.
he absolutely is. And, you know, so for him doing this event, I think it's really great, and it's so eye-opening for so many people. You know, cancer is a horrible thing. And, you know, but that brings me to you. You have been involved with so many great causes, and I read that you know, have even worked with the Make-A-Wish Foundation. So how has that been for you? I mean, that's got to feel pretty rewarding.
It is, and you know, it actually gives me chills just talking about it because I come from a very large family. I have 6 older brothers, and my mother just recently, 3 years ago, passed away from cancer, and it just opens my eye to a lot. And I started doing stuff with the Cancer Society before she was getting sick. You know, I lost my uncle to cancer, my mom, and some friends, and it's just it's something that I've always wanted to do. Like, I always wanted to help whoever I can when I can, you know.
Right.
The American Diabetes Association, my mother was a diabetic, you know, and I got into that from her. You know,
right.
And we started doing stuff with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and when the Buffalo Bills football team, Buffalo, decided to ask me to come do the national anthem for them, I said, man, you know, I'd love to reach out to Make-A-Wish Foundation and take a kid with me as one of my guests.
Right.
So I did. And I contacted them personally. And I, you know, said, is there somebody that I can take with me? You know, a country fan, somebody that likes the Bills or, you know, anything.
Right.
And I got to meet this young girl. She's 19, and she has what they call RSD disease. And I can't really explain it. I don't know too much about it.
Right.
But she is a super young girl. She's got a great heart. And I got to meet her family, and her mother came out. And, I also met another guy a young kid that's affiliated with Make-A-Wish Foundation, and his name is Nate, and he's an awesome guy. I've been a volunteer firefighter for a little over 16 years, and he's a fireman himself. He's 19, and he's suffering right now from 2 brain tumors.
Oh.
So he's battling the disease, and he's an awesome kid, and it's people like that inspire me, you know, to be able to do the things that I do, and all I want to do is just make them kind of people smile and just bring happiness and joy to their lives.
Absolutely.
You know, so if I write a song, or if I sing a song that they like, or just being there, you know, as a friend, that's what makes me happy, and that's how I make them happy, hopefully, you know.
Well, and that's great. And, you know, the reason why, I have to tell you, the reason why when I saw Make-A-Wish, you know, I know several kids that have been granted their wishes, some that are working on their wishes as we speak. There's one happening today that I couldn't go to, unfortunately, but, you know, my son being in and out of the hospital, you meet a lot of families and a lot of kids in these children's hospitals. And so I want to personally thank you for your involvement with that, because I know from experience that these kids, it means so much to them. And the fact that you're willing to use what you have and to reach out to touch someone else's life, to bring them a smile, that is a cherished moment by not only them, but their entire family, the hospital staff, everyone who loves and supports that kid. So I just, on behalf of everybody, want to thank you for that. One of my little guys, he's like my own little boy. He's 8 years old. He was granted his wish, you know, and which, you know, some wishes are huge, some are small, and it doesn't matter, but his wish has made him a lot more successful with getting around his home, you know. So, and I just think I think what you're doing is great, and I just really wanted to take the time to talk to you about that. But also, you're a phenomenal musician, and your voice is great, and your ability to sing really fast, wordy songs like Hair of the Dog, oh my gosh. I'm listening to that, and I'm like, how the heck does he sing that so well? I get tongue twisted. So,
well, at first, when we first started recording that, it was like so fast, and my buddy Greg was like, you know, how fast you want to do this? I'm like, well, not as fast as we first did it. And we had to do it like 16 different times just to find the pattern and slow it down. And we finally picked that one, and even that one's just a tad fast, but I still got through it.
Yeah, I just when I hear artists do that? I'm like, man, that's a challenge. That has got to be a challenge. How long did you practice for that? But you did it. You did it so well, and it was great. And your performance of the national anthem, that's a really difficult song to sing, and you seemed to nail that one too. And it's just, yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I love your voice, and I think you're, quite talented, and I'm excited to see what you have coming up. And you posted a video that's kind of a teaser on your Facebook that you have some things coming up soon, and you're going to be working with Cowboy Troy. So tell me about that.
Well, Cowboy Troy's a good guy. He's got some music out there himself, and I've known him for a couple of years now, and just he's real mellow, real heartfelt guy, and he's so down to earth and easy to talk to, easy to work with. And I shot him a text message one day, and I said, hey, how are you? We got talking, and long story short, and then we just, put something down and said, hey, we're going to decide to work together. And that's basically where it transpired from there. And now we're working on some shows, we're working on some new material, and
right.
Hopefully have our new album out by next fall, and we're looking forward to some really cool stuff. So.
Oh, that's great. And I mean, and you're right. Cowboy Troy is extremely easy to talk to. I've actually been able to talk to him before, and I ran into Big Kenny of all places, Legends Corner in Nashville, and we both just kind of stood behind the bar, and we were just chatting it up about Cowboy Troy. It was
great.
Yeah.
Great. John Rich and Big Kenny are awesome guys too.
Yeah, definitely. Well, and it was not a moment that I expected to have. I mean, I was there covering other things that week, and it was during the NHL All-Star stuff that was going on in downtown Nashville. I was there for other events, so I didn't even know that was happening. And, and they opened up the, all of the concerts that were going on. And so I had no idea. And I felt really dumb. I'm like at Legends Corner, and it's so crowded. And I'm like, why are all these people? Why is it so crowded right now? And everybody's like, it's the national hockey stuff. And I was like, oh, okay. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But I mean, I live in California, so I have an excuse.
What part of California?
I'm in Southern California. I'm in Huntington Beach.
Oh, nice.
But
I want to go there.
It is, but I'm trying really hard to get back to Nashville. I want to move there so bad. So hopefully the end of the summer we'll be able to get back there. But no, so yeah, when I ran into them and we were just talking, and everybody that I ever talked to who's met or is friends with Cowboy Troy, everybody says what a great guy he is. So I'm so excited that you're working with him because
he's amazing.
Well,
he's amazing, and I'm truly honored to have the ability and relationship with him. So it's really awesome.
Absolutely. I mean, and he's paved the way for, a lot of artists who are doing this hip hop and this country rap. I mean, people have crossed over and done one song or two on their CDs, but then you have Cowboy Troy who's like doing a whole album. So it's like this entire genre, I feel like he, needs to be credited with. He's just, he's like the innovator of this, in my opinion.
It's definitely different than how it used to be years ago.
Mm-hmm, definitely. Definitely.
But I don't think anything will be taken away from what was before. That'll always be there.
Right.
No matter what.
Right. And I think it's great. I'm really excited to see what you guys put down because your styles are different but you guys are both equally amazing. And I'm just like, wow, these two together, they're going to make some fans' heads spin for sure, I think. So
I hope so.
Oh, I think so. And your EP that you released in 2014, Taillights in the Dust, I have to say that the title track on that is just great. I absolutely loved it, and it was just, there's something about it where it's familiar and it's great and it's upbeat and it's just, I mean, you could listen to it every single day and not get sick of it, in my opinion. And so I love it, and I'm excited, about getting more of your music out there. But I want to know, what was it like releasing that album for you, because it was so good.
It's always fun to get in the studio and do new music, and a lot of it is just when you write a song and when you're performing, you're telling a story. And you gotta make people, understand it. You gotta be able to, express feeling in a way where they not only can have fun, but grasp that understanding and really, understand how you feel in a song. And it's awesome to put out new music. Taillights and Dust is a great song. It's just about hanging out, and grabbing a bunch of friends together and basically having a little party. And Hair of the Dog, that was a song that was, you go out, you're out a little later than what you should be, and then you're paying for it the next morning.
Yep.
I think we've all been there before.
Yeah, I'm going to admit that I think I've been there a time or two myself.
So, you wake up at 7 a.m. and you need that little Hair of the Dog to help you out.
Right. Oh my gosh. No, it's great. And I love it. And I love that, you can write stories in country music, and, the fans really can relate to a lot of these songs. And I think that's why it's just my favorite genre. It really is. I think that fans can connect to their artist a little bit better, than, and you guys are more reachable too, I mean, I see you connect with people on your social media, and, and I see that from so many country artists. But when you get up into the, the rock stars, it's not,
Absolutely.
It's not the same. It just isn't. I'm not disrespecting anyone. It's a totally different level. And I think it's just the personal relationships with fans that country artists have. They're just genuine, and it's beautiful to see. And I love watching.
Yeah. And even people that aren't really like big country fans are they really are country fans.
Right.
If you go to like some rock club and there's a guy in there like me, like I can go to a country venue and me and my crew can whip up some classic rock tunes and some southern rock tunes, and just all the country people that don't like rock, well they like it.
Right.
Rock people that aren't really into country are digging what you're doing, and that's the kind of pull you want. You want to appeal to everybody. You want everybody to have a good time.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
We aim to just get on stage and we feed off the crowd, and if they like country, they like southern rock, they like classic rock, we're going to do a little bit of everything for them.
Absolutely. Now, you were talking about feeding off the crowd. So when you open for acts like Miranda Lambert and Low Cash Cowboys and such, is it different for you performing for, opening for these acts versus playing in smaller venues where you have, that whole bar crowd and it's more intimate? Which one is your favorite?
I love doing it all. And basically, when you're in a smaller club, yes, it is more intimate, and the people are right there with you. But no matter what, everybody's having a good time. When you get on stage, you go out there, you give it your all. Right. And that's whether it's 5 people or 5 million people, it doesn't matter. You're going to go out there, you're going to perform. Sometimes I like, just, taking a minute, maybe doing a solo tune by myself or something, or even singing an a cappella song, with no music.
Right.
And just having the crowd sing along with you. That's always fun. But I really don't have a mixed feeling whether it's a smaller bar or a big, huge crowd like that opening up for another artist. It's just being there with the people, and if they're having a good time out there, we're going to have a bigger time out there, and then that's going to strike them more, and they're going to have a bigger time out there, and that's how we feed off. And that's how we have our fun, and it's awesome. It's really incredible, and I'm just blessed that I'm able to do it.
That's great. And, I love asking that question with artists, because I never know what I'm going to get, and there's some artists that I've interviewed and they're like, wow, you play these small venues and it's really great and you're intimate and you're in the face with all these people. And then you open for somebody who's got this big crowd and you're in this big, huge place and you never thought you'd be there. And, so everybody's reactions are so different, but I love your answer. I love that you're just like, no matter what, it's great. And I'm going to have fun, and we're there to do, we're there to make people happy and smile. And no matter what, that's what we're there for. So I love that. I think it's great. And I'm sure that all the fans that have seen you live, every video that I've seen where you're performing live, just everybody seems to be so into it, and which has just got to be such a great feeling. And, especially when you're singing a cappella too, that's, as a fan, when you're sitting back and you're watching an artist sing that way, it really is very moving, and I enjoy those moments. I just recently got to watch the Marcus Lindsay band in Texas, and they all did that, and they all were just singing a cappella, and it was so moving. And I took video, and I was just mesmerized the entire time, like, wow.
I love doing it, and I'm just, I mean, if somebody comes up and says, hey, do you know this song? It could be from somebody else, and I'm like, well, I don't know if the band does, but I do, and I'll just sing it on my own, or every now and then at the end of a show, you might catch me doing the national anthem for you.
Right.
It's just, I love doing that kind of stuff,
It's great.
Supporting the U.S. military is one of my biggest things. I love doing that.
Well, and I'm sure
I come from a family of military. One of my brothers was in each branch.
Oh, really? Wow. Well, yeah, you said you had, 6 older brothers? Yeah. So wow, that's great. Oh my gosh, the stories and the things that, your family has must be just incredible.
Believe me, it wasn't always easy when I was growing up.
Sure.
We all lived in one little house, and there was only one bathroom. So on Sunday morning when we were all getting ready for church, oh man.
Oh wow.
It was a mess.
Well, it's probably better for you guys though that you had brothers, 6 brothers. Could you imagine if you had 6 older sisters? That would have that would have been rough. For sure. I had one older sister.
I don't think we would have made it to church.
No, probably not. Not at all. Hair would have just been all over the place. Oh, I'm sure. Oh wow. Well, I got to give credit to your mom. May she rest in peace. But having 7 boys, that's a lot. That's a lot.
She was awesome, boy, and I definitely miss her. She used to sing as well, and that's where I get my talent from. So, I always cherish the moments, and she's always with me. I carry a little cross around my neck everywhere I go that's got her ashes in it. So that's I keep her close to my heart.
Absolutely. Oh, I'm so glad you said that. I mean, I don't have my mom is still with me, but my dog, she was my dog daughter, I called her, and I have a ring with her ashes in it, and I wear her ring every day.
Awesome.
It's great. Not everybody understands that, and I get it. But so the fact that you just said that, that touches me. I love that. And that's beautiful that she's with you all the time. How incredible is that? I love it. Oh, awesome. That just made me so excited. Thank you for sharing. Now, is there anything else that you want, your fans and everybody to know? I mean, I know you're going to have a busy 2016. You have shows coming up all over the place, and, you have a ton in New York. You have a ton of shows coming up. So is there anything?
Just follow us. If you're out there and you're not doing nothing for the next few minutes, just go on and take a look at my website at jbaaron.com and my Reverb Nation page at JB Aaron Band. And follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and see where we're at. Hopefully we'll be in a city or state near you, and we're looking forward to have a good time. That's all it is.
Absolutely. Well, I am going to look forward to CMA Fest because I know you're going to be at CMA Fest this coming year. I know you were there last year and the year before.
Yep.
And I was there last year and the year before as well. So, but this year I will be back. I definitely stay in touch. If we can do an on-camera, get some footage of you live, that would be amazing. I would absolutely love that. And maybe we can sit down and actually talk about it during that. It's a wild and crazy time there. I love CMA Fest.
Oh, my goodness.
It's just, it is. It's crazy. It's wild. You never know what to expect. Man, the vendors there every year. Mm-hmm.
That's the best part, not knowing what to expect or who you're going to run into.
Right, exactly. I was walking one day and Kenny Chesney was walking. I was like, well, hello, Kenny. I mean, we didn't stop and chat or anything, but yeah, you never know who you're going to run into, who you're going to see. Tons of music all over the place, and it's just a good time had by all. So I can't wait.
Always fun.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All right. Well, I'm definitely going to keep up with you. Stay in touch, please, because I definitely want to, hook up and do some on camera with you during CMA Fest if you're up for it. So
that would be great. That would be great.
Perfect. And I have it recorded, so you can't back out. Ha ha. This will be unedited, and everybody will hear it. No, but you have a wonderful.
I'm not camera shy, so
good.
We'll make something happen.
Good. All right. Sounds good. Well, you take care. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, and I really cannot wait until your next album. I really can't.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. So we will talk soon. I will definitely be in touch with you prior to CMA Fest. I promise you that.
I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well,
God bless. We'll see y'all soon.
You too. All right. Bye-bye.
Take care.